Finland in one word.
Silent.
India in one word.
Amazing.
A place in India you can't get enough of.
Tane.
Thane. Which part of Finland will attract Indian tourism?
The midnight sun, the northern lights, Santa Claus, reindeers, and Lake District.
What was your first impression about India?
Lifetime is not enough to get to know India.
Yeah.
It was really overwhelming to go out in the street of Delhi, Chanakyapuri and see voices and colors and people. So it was quite a contrast to my home country, Finland.
But you are coming to the roots of India and you are experiencing the local people's life as well, I believe.
Let's put it this way, that I want to see different aspects of India and Indian life.
What Finland is taking initiative to grow this bonding and diplomatic and economical relationship between these two nations?
We welcome actually young Indian students. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Sanna Marin met in Copenhagen in 2022, and they agreed to establish partnership on sustainability and digitalization, and also to work together on education.
What is your vision for next 5 to 10 years with this relation?
I think it will be very interesting for Finland and for all other nations to follow the Indian growth to become the third largest economy.
Nowadays, the education is becoming very costly in India.
I think that regardless of economic opportunities, it's good that all children get some kind of basic education and also the higher education if possible.
Here, I would like to add some spotlight on your background. You have served for your country.
I was proud of being a soldier also, if need be, to be ready to defend my country.
One memory as a soldier, which is still in your life.
One particular memories was going with bicycle in the middle of the night from Hanko to Helsinki, 140 kilometers.
Hello everyone, welcome to SK Wealthy Mind Wealthy Chat. Today our episode is on bridging the nation, where we will be discussing the global connection, big ideas and the people who make it happen. So on our show today we have a very special personality, the key figure who is strengthening the diplomatic and economical connection between India and Finland. Let's welcome Consul General of Finland, His Excellency Mr. Erik F. Hällström. Namaste and welcome sir on our episode Bridging the Nations. So it's really honor to have you on this show.
Namaste and thank you, Sapna, for inviting me. It's really a pleasure and an honor for me to be here in your program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So I would like to ask you, the diplomacy life, is it by choice or always wanted to be in this profession?
Yes, it's a long story. When I was a 20-year-old young man, I had three dreams when it came to my professional career. That was to be a money market dealer, a journalist, and a diplomat. And luckily, I have tried all these three professions.
Oh, that's great. You have tried all your dreams, whatever you have decided, you have accomplished all your goals, is it?
Well, I think no human being can ever accomplish all the goals because there always has to be new ambitions. You shall always be humble and you are never ready.
Oh, that's great thoughts you have. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, you have been in India quite long time. So what is your experience? What was your first impression about India and what you love most about India?
Yes, it has been an overwhelming experience. And actually, I'm now at my second posting in India as Consul General of Finland in Mumbai. And I also served 3 years as Deputy Head of Mission at the Minister Council at the Embassy in Delhi. So Finland has two diplomatic missions in India, the Embassy in Delhi and the Consulate General in Mumbai. And here in Mumbai, I'm the first one. Finland was not present before I came here on the 1st of January in 2023. So it has been very much a practical task to build up something new and establish all the contacts and so on. But back to your question on the first experience, it was really overwhelming to go out in the street of Delhi, Chanakyapuri and see and hear all the noise and voices and colors and people. So it was quite a contrast to my home country, Finland, which is a silent, colder country in the northeastern corner of Europe.
Oh wow. So yeah, truly India is the land of diversity. So what you love most about India?
Yes, it's really a land of diversity, and I would also say that one lifetime is not enough to get to know India
Yes.
because it's so many different aspects and so many different cultures, so many different states and food and everything. So I love everything. I cannot single out any particular issue that I would love more than anything else.
Wow. Yeah, that's really excellent. I mean, it's very exciting what you have experienced last 1 year.
Yes, and of course, in my work, I have to concentrate on some parts of India. For instance, now as Consul General of Finland in Mumbai, we are covering 4 states, which are Maharashtra, Goa, Telangana, and Kerala. But also, that is very interesting because all these 4 states are so different when it comes to language, population, history,
Okay.
culture, and everything. So it's really diverse. Also, only to have only 4 states.
So, which is your favorite state then?
Mm, I don't want to answer that question.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it is very controversial otherwise.
It's not controversial, but all the states I'm following, they are very interesting in their own ways.
Yeah, even Kerala has their own beauty, and in Mumbai and Maharashtra has their own culture.
Yeah, and Telangana is not even by the coast at all. It's only landlocked, but also it has very particular features that are only typical for Telangana.
Yes. And do you like the coastal area of India?
Yes, I like it, but I have not seen all of it, of course.
Okay, so you have been to Goa. So did you like the Goan food and their culture?
Yes, it was very interesting and different to many other places in India and go and fish and so on. Yes.
Okay. Does any time Mumbai traffic bothers you?
Traffic is a very particular
Yes.
here in Mumbai, and sometimes it can be challenging when it's difficult to plan a schedule because sometimes you don't know when you will arrive. But that's something you have to take into consideration if you're posted to Mumbai. But
Yes.
luckily, there are many infrastructure projects going on all the time. And now, when the coastal road got ready, so when I travel from BKC, where my residence is, to South Mumbai, it goes much faster now.
Yes.
And also, I'm waiting for the metro develop even further in Mumbai.
Yes, I believe Maharashtra government and especially Nitin Gadkari ji is working very hard to develop the transportation facilities and the road facilities for the people.
Yes, yes, and this is certainly needed because Mumbai is still growing with I think 900 people per day. So we really need infrastructure and
Yes.
public transport.
Yes. With the public transport, I believe you have traveled in the local train. How was the experience?
It was very nice, and it was really good to see how normal Indians also go to work and commute.
Oh, means you are not leaving the diplomat with a tie and a coat and big speeches, but you are coming toward the to the roots of India, and you are experiencing the local people's life as well, I believe.
Let's put it this way: that I want to see different aspects of India and the Indian life.
Oh, yes, there is a various stages of the Indian society, like below poverty and above poverty. So people from the local area, how they live and how they travel in the local train every morning, and the people who has a car, they also struggle to reach their offices due to the heavy traffic.
Yes, that is true. That there are Indians living in very different situations, and also the life in the city and in the countryside can be very different, and everyday life, depending on what you work with, can be very different.
Yes. And so let's come to the India and Finland relationship. What Finland is taking initiative to grow this bonding and the diplomatic and economical relationship between these two nations.
Well, the diplomatic relations between India and Finland are very old. Already in 1949, India and Finland established full diplomatic relations, only 2 years after India's independence in August 1947. But as I already said, the Consulate General in Mumbai is very young, only 2 years old. These relations are very close and unproblematic, and the leaders of the nations meet each other regularly. The last meeting on the highest level was when Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Sanna Marin met in Copenhagen in 2022, and they agreed to establish partnership on sustainability and digitalization, and also to work together on education. And these partnerships, they actually form the base for the bilateral relations and also give some impact to my everyday life when I work here. One aspect which I wanted to mention is that more and more Indians go to Finland as tourists to work there or to study there. We welcome actually young Indian students. There are more than 20,000 of them right now in Finland, and the number is growing all the time. And some of them stay there, some even apply for Finnish citizenship, some go back to India. But anyway, they form a bridge between our two countries. And nowadays also cricket and yoga are part of the Finnish culture. It's not only part of the Indian culture.
Yes. Oh, that's great. You are acquiring the yoga from India and
No, I meant that the Indians who come to Finland, they bring yoga with them. Normally,
Yes.
people who go to another nation, they always bring with them their faith and their values and their food culture and so on.
yes, yes. Every foreign countries, when they come to another country, they bring their culture, and the people from the different country is always open to adapt that culture. Like how British got so many cultural difference in India, and we are some part of lot many things we have adopted from British. So,
Mm.
which one would you like India to adopt from Finland?
Well, I think all nations can learn from each other. One thing that is typical for Finland that has quite a good governance, there a big trust in authorities and so on. And Finland has actually been voted the happiest country in the world for 7 years in a row. But this is not something we have invented our own. It comes from the United Nations. And Finnish people are normally very shy and humble, so we don't want to brag about it, but it's a fact. And there are a few components in this happiness index. But if you go to Finland, you will not see many smiling people because we don't smile or show our emotions very much. But on the other hand, we always mean what we say. And we don't talk very much either. We are mostly silent and stare at each other or stare down on the ground.
Okay.
So that's typical for Finland. That's quite a silent atmosphere all the time.
Then it would have been very difficult for you in initial stage, because in India we always like to react on each and every moment.
Yeah, but that's part of my profession, to adapt to various cultures and various situations.
Yes. Yeah, that's good. As Finland is has a strong, we can say, it has increasing cooperation in technology, education, and the green energy. Is there any upcoming projects or the ongoing projects which Finland is taking part in India?
There are many projects on the commercial side, but these are mainly for the individual companies to decide on. But all these sectors you mentioned, which actually form under the sustainability umbrella partnership, as agreed by the prime ministers. Yes, there are many projects going on exactly relating to green energy and also to look for new fossil-free for vehicles.
Wow. So India is adapting the green energy right now. So will it become the Indian green future with the help of Finland?
I think this is not for any individual country to look for a greener future. It's a global thing that should happen, that where all countries should work together.
Yes, all countries should work together. So what is your vision with the India and Finland collaboration or the building relationship?
I think these two nations have still much to learn from each other. There are already many similarities. We are both democracies and we believe in the freedom of the individual and there's respect for other people. But we can learn from each other and in art and culture, literature, music, film industry, everything, and also high level between politicians to agree on big issues. But you should never forget also the grassroots level, people to people contact.
Yes, people to people contacts. Yeah. So what is your vision for next 5 to 10 years with this relation?
I think it will be very interesting for Finland and for all other nations to follow the Indian growth to become the third largest economy, and also other initiatives like the Viksit Bharat for 2047 and the application to host the Olympic Games in 2036. So India is growing and the importance of India is growing, and this is something the whole world should follow with interest. As far as Finland is concerned, we will of course follow the economic growth of India to look for more exports to India and more Finnish companies to settle down here. But at the same time, we welcome also Indian investments to Finland. And actually there are more and more of them right now, and the big Indian companies, I know that they are looking at Finland as well, and we welcome that very much. And as already mentioned, we welcome also Indian students to come to Finland and Indian tourists, and also, for instance, film industry to come and shoot in Finland.
That's good. So we will be looking ahead to see our films shooting in Finland.
Well, if you want to have snowy landscape or forest or lakes in the background, that can be a good choice.
Yeah, you have mentioned so many opportunities. So, what you will suggest means businesses and the entrepreneur from both the countries, how they can leverage these opportunities.
When you enter Finland, which is a part of the European Union, it's good to be aware that Finland is part of the common market, the European common market, and there are certain regulations with regard to trade and access. But we welcome it very much, and Finland wants to be a business-friendly place to come to. And the same advice we give to Finnish small and medium-sized companies that look at India. It's good to have a partner and to know the market before entering, because then you can avoid mistakes and have a much easier landing.
Yes.
And this is regardless of which sector the company may represent.
It's really a great opportunity for both the countries to to expand the businesses. So entrepreneurs should make a note of this.
Yes.
Yeah. As you mentioned, the students, about 20,000 people are already migrated to Finland, and the education system is the better. So the students cannot afford to travel to Finland. Are you doing something, or are you planning? Are you giving them opportunity to learn the Finland culture and the education system in India?
Yes, education export is one priority for us as well, and we are willing to tell about the Finnish education model, and there are a few Finland international schools and other actors which are testing the Finnish model in India as well. And the secret of Finnish basic education is more or less that we don't overload the small child from 5 to 7 years with academic subjects. We believe that physics and mathematics and foreign language can come later on. For the small child, it's more important to learn to play and to dance and to use their hands and to act in a group and to show respect, and at the same time be a critically thinking individual.
Yes. So how do you compare Indian education culture and the Finnish education culture?
Indian education culture is also different depending on the school, and now we have the new education policy in India also, which is quite similar to the Finnish model. But maybe in India classes are sometimes a little bigger and the school days are longer compared to Finland. This is maybe the biggest difference. And then there's maybe more discipline in Indian schools.
Yes. Nowadays, the education is becoming very costly in India. So, what would you suggest? For each and every child should get the quality education.
Yes, I know that in India there are both public and private schools, but in Finland almost all schools are public. I think that regardless of economic opportunities, it's good that all children get some kind of basic education and also the higher education if possible. And I know that there's various systems of scholarships and support existing in India,
Yes.
Which is very different also and different from state to state. I don't want to give a definitive advice, but I think it's important that all children get a good basic education.
Yes, that is very important to cultivate the good education for kids. So let's come to the national or the global crisis. So Finland is always a neutral country. Like other countries, it also has some geographical issues and security issues. How Finland is tackled with that?
Finland is now a full member of the European Union since 1995 and in the NATO alliance since 2 years back. So we are deeply rooted in Western culture and Western alliances now. It's true that our geographical location, sometimes in our history, has been quite challenging. We have a 1,300-kilometer long border with Russia. And Finland has actually condemned Russia after its aggression against Ukraine 3 years ago, and we have implemented sanctions. Now there's much going on in international politics, and we are carefully following the situation from day to day.
Yes, and due to Finland's stand on NATO and the decision to join the alliance, is it making difference in with the relation with Russia, or the diplomat bonding, or the diplomat culture to other countries, other global countries, including India? Are you facing any challenges to improve the relation with the other countries as well?
Uh, with India, if you look at Finland's relation with India, I don't think that our decision to join NATO has any major impact, because India has also good bilateral relations with other NATO members. So the decision to join NATO was actually more to improve our own security, because now it's very clear where we belong, also politically, and if you look at security policy.
Here, I would like to add some spotlight on your background. You have served for your country. So, how was that experience? So,
Yes, we have a compulsory military education for all men, which is voluntary for women in Finland. So it was interesting and good, and I was proud of being a soldier also, and also to, if need be, to be ready to defend my country.
so it's really hats off to your country that you are making compulsory for each and every citizen to join army. So, do you think India also should have this culture, because we also having lots of border around?
I would not like to give India advice on these things, because I think all nations have their own decisions in order to improve their security. And for Finland, which is a very big country with a small population, it has been seen as a good decision for every man to be able to defend the country if need.
Yes. I believe India is also improving. So, India is always trying to strengthen their military force in all the way. Means, though it is army, it is aviation, or everything. So, what is your major focus? Is it on army or on the air force?
Finland has quite good infantry, a big field army which can be mobilized quite fast, but we also have good air force. There has been a decision now to purchase F-35 fighter jets from the United States.
One memory as a soldier, which is still in your life.
Yeah, I have many good memories, but one particular memories was going with bicycle in the middle of the night from Hanko to Helsinki, 140 kilometers.
My God, and that is also so cold.
Well, it was in summer, so because the Finnish infantry soldier often moves with bicycle in the summer and with skis in winter.
Wow. So, which part of Finland will attract Indian tourism?
Many Indians think of Finland, when they think of Finland, they think of Northern Lights. And to see Northern Lights, it's good to go to Northern Finland, to Lapland. And there is also mostly silence and remote areas. But also the capital city Helsinki is very interesting and has much to offer tourists. And in addition to that, I would like to mention the Lake District in Eastern Finland and the archipelago.
Wow. I would love to visit this place.
You are most welcome.
Thank you. And there is a myth that Finland is too costly to travel, and due to the security issue as well. So, how you can solve this kind of issues where people will love to come?
It's true that it's costly to come to Finland, and to get a Finnish visa, you also have to prove that you have enough money to cover the trip to Finland. But it's mainly depending on our tax level, because everything costs very much in Finland. With these taxes, we uphold the so-called Nordic welfare model. So I'm afraid I cannot really do anything to the cost level. It's only a fact that some things, especially services and products in restaurants, for instance, that they are only a little bit more expensive in Finland than in India.
Yeah. What kind of initiative Finland is taking to attract tourism, to make Finland tourist friendly?
I think we are already tourist friendly, but we can always be better. We have a Finnish agency that's called Visit Finland, and their job is to attract foreigners to come to Finland. And we have various cultural experiences, the midnight sun, the northern lights,
Wow.
Santa Claus, reindeers, and then the Lake District. So we have much to offer to tourists.
So it's like a dream if we are going to Finland and visiting the Santa Claus village, and I can just imagine it right now.
Yes, I hope it's a nice dream.
Yes, I will really appeal people to travel Finland to just experience this Santa Claus village and everything. So let's come to the part of this episode, which is my favorite. It's a rapid question round.
Mhm.
So are you ready? Where you have to give your answer in one word or one phrase.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Erik, are you ready for rapid question round?
Yes.
Okay. So, Finland in one word.
Silent.
India in one word.
Amazing.
A place in India you can't get enough of.
Tane.
Thane. Favorite Indian dish.
Lime soda and garlic naan.
Garlic naan. Wow. One Hindi word you have learned.
Mushkil hai.
मुश्किल है वाओ बट इंडिया में कोई मुश्किल नहीं है योर फेवरेट बॉलीवुड एक्टर और एक्ट्रेस
Disha Patani.
ओके वन फिनिश हैबिट यू थिंक इंडियन शुड अडॉप्ट
Timeliness.
टाइमलीनेस ओके वन इंडियन हैबिट यू पिक्ड अप
Improvising.
वाओ सर वन ग्लोबल चैलेंज फिनलैंड एंड इंडिया मस्ट सॉल्व टुगेदर
We can work together to uphold the rules-based international order.
Wow. So thank you so much for all these perfect answers. So we have small token of love for you. Mr. Erik, it was a wonderful conversation. Thank you so much for such a engaging conversation with us. Before we wind up, would you like to give one small message to our viewers?
Thank you, Sapna. It was really a pleasure and an honor for me to be here and to share some light on Finnish-Indian relations and also to tell about my country, what is special with that. But at the end of the day, we shall always remember that only together can we make this world a better place. Only the world is only one family.
Wow, you learned Kutumbakam. Wow.
Yeah.
That's wonderful, wonderful. And thank you once again, and to our viewer. Thank you once again, and hope you enjoyed this episode. If you'd like to have more conversation on Bridging Nation, please write in the comments whom would you like to be our next guest. To encourage us, please subscribe our channel, like and share. Thank you.